Hey guys, welcome back to Oh Look It's a Squirrel. There's plenty of them around at the moment. I'm just driving, just to let you know, I'm still alive. I'm just finding it really hard to find any time to do videos at the moment. Things have changed considerably from my dad's last episode, and yeah, things got really difficult. Far beyond what I kind of expected, in all honesty, and yeah, it's very testing times. So I just hope you'll all stick with me and we can crack on with what we do. I'm doing it on the phone at the moment because I'm just nipping out to get some meds for my pa. But I just take this opportunity to just bring you something that's really been bugging me at the moment. As we all know, we know Gasprom, the big Russian company, apparently Russian. So I've done a bit of research into who's the biggest investor in Gasprom. Just guess who. I bet you can all guess, but I'll tell you anyway for those who can't guess. So Gasprom is Russian Federation owned, and the New York bank Mellon. And I thought, who are they? So I looked into who's the biggest investor in them. Guess who it is? Vanguard and BlackRock. Again, literally any massive company you can look into. If it doesn't say it on your first search, look at the company that it says owns it, and then look who's the biggest investor in that company. And literally, it comes down to Vanguard and BlackRock every fucking time. It's insane, it's disgusting how they've got this monopoly over investment. So if you are the biggest investor, obviously you are in the best. You know, if you're the investor, that's all companies work for. They want their investors to be happy. So when you hear about Gasprom doing something, you know, it's all under the I guess the confirmation of their investors. So yeah, you know, have a look yourself. Look at the biggest investor. You know, today I'm going to have a look at a few other massive Russian companies and just see who. I'm not going to be surprised. I know you guys probably won't be surprised either. But I just find it like it starts to get painful every time you search and you do a little bit more, and those fucking names come up over and over again. So yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult to find a company that's not owned by them, or I say owned, who their biggest investors aren't Vanguard and BlackRock. And don't forget, Vanguard and BlackRock also own a large amount of other companies. So I think there's one called MSG, or there's tons of them. You can look at the list. If you actually just put what companies are Vanguard and BlackRock heavily invested in, and there's actually a list on the web with something like 1,400. I think it was like 1,412 or something like companies, and they're all massive. They're all the big pharma, this, fuel, food, whoever it is. And yeah, I think for me it's outrageous, absolutely outrageous, because that's, you know, if investors are in the only thing you want to please, then you know these decisions are the decisions that have been passed by the investors and they've all agreed. And you know, companies don't do things that, if they piss off their investors leave. So it's not going to happen. So they haven't got us in their best interest. You know, look at if you take for instance the big pharma thing, and then you look at what's his name, who's done the is it the Dallas Mavericks guy, who has opened his own pharmacy, and there's drugs on there that were like $7,000 that cost $42, and he's doing a 50% across the board. I've got to do a bit more research into that because I'm not too sure if it's all 100% true. I've had a look at the websites and things like that, and it all seems to be fairly legit. If anyone can find anything, leave a message in the comments and let me know if there's a massive scam going on. I don't know. But yeah, it's incredible that investors are the thing that companies work for. You know, no other reason. So if it goes against, you know, if it doesn't help the people but helps the investors, they will always choose the investors over anyone else. What was the other thing? There was one more thing I wanted to talk about. What was it? Come on, brain, work. Sorry, it's early in the morning here. There was one other thing. Oh yeah, all the squirrels that are around. I thought I'd mention, like the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp thing. A squirrel that I guess a few people just can't. Everybody knows about it. It's that big a squirrel that literally you can say it to anyone. Have you heard about the trial? Everybody knows. You know, I watched it for half an hour because I thought, you know, what's all the fuss about? And yeah, just fucking massive attack on men's rights. I guess this one. She is obviously so transparent with what sort of person she is. Just makes me sick. It really does. But anyway, I don't take sides. I just go for what's the truth and stuff, and we see what's going on. There's tons of squirrels, tons and tons and tons of squirrels. From films coming out to this to that. But there was something else I really wanted to talk about and I fucking forgot. I suppose this is the trials of doing things in a car. But anyway, listen, take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, and I shall see you a little bit more often. As soon as I get time, I'll try and get on my computer and do it properly in my fish room. But it's very hard because I've got to literally sit with my pa and just be with him as much as possible. So yeah, you can imagine it's difficult. You know, things are tough. I'm not gonna lie, they really are tough at the moment. But listen, stay strong, keep searching for the truth, and let's see where we are. You know, I've just remembered. So this morning, Russia said that they were thinking of taking out some of the NATO air bases, and we all know where that's going to lead. It's not a shock because literally he told us that months and months ago. And listen, don't get me wrong, Putin's a fucking lunatic, but I can't see him being more of a lunatic than the guy in China, the Prime Minister of England, the America, wherever it is in the world. They're all psychopaths. They're all power hungry, you know, control hungry, all this sort of stuff. That's all they thrive for. They don't thrive to make things better for us. Not even going to get into the Musk and Twitter thing because that's just fucking. It's mind blowing. Absolutely mind blowing. Just one fact I'm going to give you for that. Just one little fact. And I've put it in quite a few messages because I find it absolutely atrocious. But 44 billion, right? So if you spent $1,000 a day, every day, and you had that much money, it would take you 120,560 years to go broke. I'll leave you with that. Take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, and I'll see you soon.